Right, how is that my fault? Stupid driver. How is that my fault? Hello everyone, Simmy back here again. Welcome back to the Debt-Free Owner Operator series, episode 16. I hope you are all well. Hope you are loving the series so far. It's amazing that you've all come back. I appreciate the love so much. We've picked the load up. We're just heading off out of Denver, Colorado. I had to do a little bit of bobtailing to get this load, and in the process I've made a serious error in judgment. I have picked this load up. We're now going to have to backtrack on ourselves a little bit because I didn't rest before we set off and I ignored the rest points on the way. We are also running out of fuel, so this could be the episode that sees us pick up some fines, which is never a good thing. We've got this crash barrier, I believe it is. It's going down to Flagstaff, Arizona. I think it's about 600 or so miles before the backtrack. And yeah, paying $2.38 a mile.
Turn left.
And total of just over $1,600.
Turn left.
$1,600 for the whole job. So yeah, I do think that we are going to incur a fine, however, because we are seriously far away from a rest stop, hence the backtracking. And we are also running out of fuel. So not only could we incur a fine, we could also be looking at recovery costs as well, which is not going to be ideal when we're saving up for those new tyres. So the poll that I put out has done really well, or gave me some good feedback. It seems like you guys want me to get the tyres next, so that's what we're going to aim for, is the tyres. I think, what did I say? I think it's $5,200. I think it was $5,200 to get new wheels and tires. So that is what we're going to be aiming for. Which, ironically, or not, had we have not made that error in judgment, probably would have had enough after this run to do it, but would have left us short for petrol money, or diesel money rather. So yeah, it's a bit annoying all round, but it's okay. We'll just make do. Yeah, it's like I said, it's all part of the fun of owner operatorship. I think we will have to just make do. We can make the money back somewhere else, but that's okay. But if you are new here, if you are enjoying the content, I would love it if you could subscribe. That would be amazing. Give me a thumbs up on this video, leave a comment down below. If you are into trucking and you're looking to join a VTC but being put off by other VTCs with the plethora of rules that they carry, then I've got a VTC as well, SD Logistics, which is doing really well. I think around 75th in the ATS, in ATS for this month.
Keep right.
So we are doing really good. Really happy with how that's going. If you do want to join it, there is a link in the description below. It's really low stress, which is why I started it. There's no minimum mileage, no minimum jobs, none of that stuff. It's all designed with flexibility and ease in mind. And why it started is because I wanted to join a VTC, but was put off heavily by all of the rules and regulations and stuff that well, not regulations per se, but all of the rules that
Keep left.
different VTCs put in place. So I thought, well, I'm not coming across because you're coming. Okay. Yeah, I thought, do you know what? Let's just look into starting a VTC myself, which I did. We've got a giveaway currently live. And just a reminder for all drivers, the giveaway is live now until a week Sunday. Or a week, no, am I talking about? 28th of October is live till. So if you want to get yourself in with a chance of winning a prize, which is a map pack and tuning pack of your choice, then start racking up those miles. It's real mileage only.
Keep left.
Excuse me. Yeah, it's real mileage only. And yeah, most of that 2 weeks wins. In the event of a tiebreak, the tiebreaker is whoever had the least fines during the course of those 2 weeks. So yeah, as I said, get in if you want. The link is in the description below. We'd love to have you. Yeah, the reason that this has happened is because I thought there would be I knew I was short on rest, but when I looked at how long it was going to take to get to the place to pick up, I thought, you know what, actually,
Turn left.
it was like an hour away. Yeah, it was an hour away. I had like 2 hours left on the rest stop. And I thought, yeah, there'll be a rest stop around there somewhere. The closest rest stop was half an hour away, but there was no garage there for filling up. Right, you're gonna have to stop there, please, mate. So just at the end here somewhere. This is stressful, guys, because I can't afford those fines. I have to do a bit of out of cab so we can see where we need to pull up, which gets you to see my bad driving, because I find it really difficult to keep. Right, let's pull in here. No, nothing coming. I'm gonna do the sleep first because that's our main priority right now. Just need to pull up here somewhere. It's gonna be a bad stop, but we're getting some rest. We made it just without. That was close. Okay. Right, let's get some. We lights on? Yeah, we are. Try and pull off in the right gear, eh? That'd be a good start. I didn't touch you, man. I don't know why your alarm's going off. That's nothing to do with me. Alright, let's see if we can try and work out what's best to do here. I think it's gonna have to be a pull in around here. Let's get back in. Put some in a cab view. Where are we gonna go? Oh shit. I don't think. Yeah, I think we're gonna get snagged up on that. Let's do a pull back. See if we can do this one here. Okie doke. see us in. The yeah, it's going to be expensive. We'll be looking at $840.
Turn right.
Righto, let's get into the episode. Let's get into the delivery, and let's find the way out of here. Let's get on the road. 700 miles ahead of us. 12 hours. We are probably going to need another rest stop along the way, which is annoying, but like I said, a serious error in judgment. Let's turn the overlay off. Let's get rolling. Let's come out as wide as we can. Let's go. Right, we're cooking now. Yeah, we're on the road to 200 We're on the road to 200 subscribers. God damn it. Yeah, we're on the road to 200 subscribers, which is flipping awesome. I am so pleased with that. I do appreciate every single one of you that has taken the time to subscribe. It does genuinely mean the world to me. When I started this thing, it was sort of a little bit of, oh yeah, I reckon I can make some okay videos that people might enjoy watching. And it's sort of rapidly becoming this thing where, let's make sure we can get out. Yeah, it's rapidly becoming this thing where I feel like genuinely building a little community of like-minded people, which that community already existed anyway because of the likes of Mr. Farquhar and other community spaces that I'm in. But it's nice to have a little place that you can call your own. And yeah, there's a little bit of overlap there, but it's a really awesome place to be, and I'm really happy with the guys that I've got that are rolling with me so far. It does genuinely feel like we're all building a little friendship. I think I spoke about it at the last episode a little bit, that the enjoyment that it's bringing to people's game and stuff, so yeah, it's nice. We're also on the road to repairing this beauty of a truck, getting her back to a former glory, which is awesome.
Turn left.
In the last episode we got some new shiny bits. We've got new headlight assemblies and the new chrome bumper. So what the plan is from here, I would like to get I'd like to get the tyres and the wheels done. I think I mentioned that a little bit ago. That's the next priority, so that's going to be 5200. And then after that, I think I want to head up north a little bit, check out like Washington and ProMods Canada, especially ProMods Canada because we haven't been up there at all. So it'd be really awesome if we could get some mileage done up there. Just have a look around and see what it's like, because ProMods on ETS is awesome. It adds such a lot to the game. It adds a whole load of new sort of roads and towns and stuff. So it would be really good to check that out.
Keep left.
See what that's like up in Canada. So yeah, I think that'll be the plan. Get the wheels and tyres, because it won't be safe to do all that mileage. I think you're probably talking the best part of 2,000 miles to get up there. We're not going to do it all in one stop, one go either. I mean, it's it's hard to find a job
Keep left.
with that sort of mileage anyway, going in the right direction that you need. But yeah, if we can do it in a couple of smaller loads to get up that sort of direction. So this is going over to, or going down to Flagstaff, Arizona. What I'll probably do then, just to give you some kind of inkling as to what my plan is, what I'll do then is head back up to Utah, back up to Salt Lake. Hopefully by then we'll have enough money to get the tires and wheels sorted, so we'll get those sorted with Jake. And then after that we'll head off up towards Canada direction, then earn some cash up that way, hopefully earn enough to get the chassis sorted, and then work our way back down towards Utah to get the chassis sorted. And then we might head down sort of Mexico way after that, because we haven't been down to Mexico yet either. So it'd be awesome to go and check out Reformer Mexico, because that generally gets good reviews as well. With Reformer, I am on the free version of Reformer. There's a paid version as well. I am on that, so it'd be good to see what that's like. We are sort of early morning as well, so we will be not doing all of the lion's share of this trip is going to be in the daytime once the sun comes up in a few hours time. It's all coming together. The plan is coming well, and I am pleased to announce, if you've watched this far into the video, well done. I am pleased to announce that starting on the 31st of October, I will be starting a new series here on the channel, trucking again. So all you truck enthusiasts, they'll be pleased with that one. However, it's going to have a European flavour. I'm not going to say too much. I'm going to put out a couple of little sort of hints and stuff over the coming week or so. But we will be having a new series going live. First episode dropping on the 31st of October here on the channel. Make sure you are there to watch that. Set your diaries. I'm going to set it as a premiere as well, closer to the time, so you can notify yourself, or set a notification for yourself so that you get notified when that's going to go live. I'm thinking that'll be either 6 or 7 PM UK time on the 31st of October. Be there or be square. Another series on the channel. Plan with that series is going to be probably, to begin with, 1 episode a week. Keep this series at 2 episodes a week, just because I think it needs it for the progression. Have that on 1 episode a week, and then what I'd really like to sort of get your views on, I had an idea for like another little, not series per se, but another little feature on the channel. A sort of Mod Monday, if you like, type of feature, where we look at specifically free mods, because I feel like there is a lot of features online, not online, obviously online, a lot of videos that do the rounds on YouTube in the trucking space that are specifically aimed at paid mods. Now, I got 4 kids, a wife, a house and all that jazz, so don't have the budget, if you like, to be dropping loads of money on truck mods, trailer mods, that kind of thing. So what I would like it to be is a Mod Monday, is what I'd maybe thought the episode name would be called, but of free mods, free to download, easily accessible mods that you can download and enhance your gameplay. We'll take a deep dive into them. Truck mods, for example. We will love a bit of tunnel horn action. Yeah, truck mods, we'll jump in, we'll do a little build on the truck, maybe do a little job. That kind of thing. So yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think about that. If that's something you might be interested in. Just think that it would be oh, there's a video camera there, but I didn't notice it until too late. Yeah, just think that would probably be quite a nice little feature. But like I said, it's only born out of sometimes I want to see if a mod is good before I download and play around with it. But generally there's not really a whole lot of reviews and deep dives and stuff. So need to watch our speed here because we are on a 35-mile-per-hour limit for trucks. Got a bit of Jake brake action in, guys. Jake brake. Yeah, just let me know what you think about that idea. I'm not really supposed to, but I really want to just burn past these trucks. Thing is, we've got super lucky on this episode because we managed to avoid the running out of fuel and no sleep fines for some. However we managed that, I have absolutely no idea, but we did it. Jake brake, and yeah, we don't want to go get ourselves a speeding fine. One thing I did find out this week, because I was setting up a, hopefully the day of this launch, by the way, hopefully we'll be live streaming a SD Logistics convoy. But one thing I did find out the other day when I was setting up a profile for the convoys, because I don't want to use my main profile, was that there's a ton of secret roads in ATS, which I had absolutely no idea about. They're roads that aren't on the map, but when you drive them, they add themselves to the map. It comes up to say you've discovered a secret road, and then it's denoted on your map as a little sort of hashed, little dashed line, and where you've where it's added itself to the map, which I thought that was a nice little feature. So if you already knew about this and you know any good secret roads to drive in here, some that would make for a challenging 60, let's pick up some speed, make for a challenging drive. Maybe we could hook up a lowboy trailer and load up heavy when we've got a better engine. Jake brake. And yeah, we could do that. So if you know of any secret roads, let me know in the comments, because that would be awesome. It's the same for ETS as well. Apparently there's secret roads in ETS. And another channel I'd like to drop, I do tend to drop a name of channels, generally Mr. Farquhar, because the dude's awesome, but I have been catching up with Mike over on Modded ATS. I managed to catch him on his 24-hour live stream the other day and watched his most recent episode of his owner-operator series over there. Mike is from the US, I'm not sure what part. He's a third-generation trucker. He's an awesome guy. His energy is off the charts. Absolutely love his content. His energy, everything, all of it, the whole thing is awesome. His latest owner-operator series was really poignant, actually, because he started out with the Peterbilt 350. Took a loan out, got that, did some jobs with that, did some live streams and stuff with that. Generally awesome. And then he's picked himself up a Kenworth. The model escapes me. I'm sorry, Mike, if you are watching. Genuinely apologise, because I did love the episode. I just forgot to take a note of the model of the truck. But he picked himself up a 1970s Kenworth, and he spoke with such passion about his grandfather, who had this particular model. There's a guy on his community called Natty Ice, who is his sort of skins guy, and he did him a replica skin from photos of his grandfather's truck, which he still owns. And yeah, it was just really poignant to listen to the man talk about his grandfather with such passion, about how he got him into trucking, how his dad took him for his first drive in the truck, and he pulled up at some lights, and he spoke with such passion about how his dad told him that he wasn't going to get a truck license until he learned how to fix up the truck. So he did all of that. He fixed up the truck, and then his dad said to him, right, if you can get it off the yard, then you can go for your truck license. He took him for a spin down the line. Obviously these trucks are old, so there's no power steering, and he'd come up to a stop sign close to where he was living at the time, and his old man said to him, he says, look, don't stop. They're coming up to a stop sign. He said, just roll the stop sign, because if you stop, you'll never get us moving. And Mike stopped the truck because he was new. He was driving for the first time, so he was new. Stopped it, and then he said it took all of their might to get it to turn. He needed to take a left turn. But yeah, it was a really great episode. I really enjoyed watching that, and it's just really poignant to listen to him talk about the inspiration his grandfather gave him to be into trucking, and his dad as well was into trucking. And I think, if I remember correctly, so the Kenworth that he had, I think there's 3 of them. They've got one each. They're all numbered, so his grandfather's is number 1, and his dad's is number 2, and his is number 3. And yeah, it was a really great episode. I'll leave a link to it in the description below. Mike at Modded ATS is an absolute ledge. He is, and like I said, he's just got great energy. He doesn't need my promotion at all. Like he's rolling high on YouTube. He's doing great numbers and all that stuff. But I like to share with you guys what I've been watching, and content creators that I like, at least. And yeah, he is just a nice dude all round, really. But yeah, other than that, I haven't really been doing anything. Just keeping on, you know what I'm saying? You know how it goes. Sometimes you're just keeping on. Christmas is fast approaching, and that's an expensive time in our house. I will say Christmas is my absolute favourite time of year. I love Christmas with a passion. I think that's largely down to my mum, to be honest, because we grew up poor is probably the best way to say it. We were single parent, 4 kids, single parent household. The dads weren't really involved or anything, certainly not financially, so money wasn't exactly flush. And my mum, love her, she always used to make Christmas like a special time for us. So it's like a really special time for me. And yeah, just the whole thing, really. I just love the whole, the fact that people put the lights up and stuff on their house, and the Christmas trees are in the windows, and the weather's a bit chilly, and particularly like if the weather's sort of cold and crisp in the morning, it's not wet, it's just dry and crisp, and the frost is on the ground. And then I'm a big food guy. I love to eat my food. I'm a heavy set guy, so the Christmas food is one of the things as well that I enjoy. And despite offers that we get every year, I will not go anywhere else for Christmas dinner. I'll always cook my own Christmas dinner, because the reason for that, I think, is twofold. Like, I know at this point that I can make, or what I think at least, and the kids and wife and all of that, they all agree, what I think is a reasonably good Christmas dinner. It's tasty, everyone enjoys eating it, there's plenty of leftovers for the days after, and I would just be absolutely gutted if we went somewhere, to someone else's house or to a restaurant, because the restaurants by me probably much the same as where you guys live. They've started doing like Christmas Day dinners, so you can actually go there on Christmas Day to have your dinner. And yeah, I'd just be absolutely gutted if you paid all that money or you went to someone's house to have Christmas dinner and it was rubbish. As like I said, I know I can make a Christmas dinner the way that I like it, and it's tasty, and I know at this point, through years of experience of cooking Christmas dinner for probably every year for the last 10 or 12 years, that I've gotten pretty good at it. I can make a pretty tasty Christmas dinner. And yeah, just letting go of that trust and trusting in someone else to be able to do it to the standard that I like, which I'm not Gordon Ramsay, I'm not any one of those big TV chefs, I'm not like gourmet by any way of means. It's you know, it's piled high on the plate and there's gravy everywhere, and it's, you know, it's a good time to eat it. But I trust that I know that I could do a good job. And if it's crap, if I make a crap dinner, it's on me then. I'm not feeling annoyed or anything like that. But one of the restaurants by us, they put their Christmas price list out the other day, and they were charging like 45, I think it was, if I remember rightly, it's 45 quid a head on Christmas Day for adults, and I think 35 quid for kids under 12s. So my kids are, my oldest is 13, my youngest is 1, and so we'd have 3 under 12, and then we'd have 3 adults essentially. Oh, we got a bit of traffic. We're gonna have to come out, I reckon. What we got going on here, guys? Some idiots crashed. Yep, this is that idiot right there. He's jackknifed this triple. What a douche. Those triples, boy, they're not good for you. Should have got an outside shot of that. Idiot. Man knows, I've driven enough triples on this game when we were getting our money up. But yeah, anyway, so it's like 3 adults, 3 kids, 35 a head for kids and 45 a head for adults. Booking at the best part of probably so like close to 250 quid just on the dinner. By the time you have dessert on top of that and drinks, you're probably up to 300 quid. And I thought, you know what, my whole entire Christmas food shop is not 300 quid.
Keep left.
We're on the green, baby. Green, green, green. We roll on through. Not today, DOT guys, not today. Green on the little pre-pass in the top right there. It's hard to see it, but no stop for us today, suckers. So yeah, I just figured, you know what, I can't do it. We get offers every year, we get offered to go out for dinner, we get offered to go up to people's houses for dinner, and I just think, nah. And the other thing about Christmas that annoys me as well is, I mean, I'm lucky that we don't have this problem. But we're just leaving Colorado now, coming into Utah, back into the home state. We'll give some horns. Yeah, so another thing that does annoy me is, I don't know, you guys with kids, you might know this, but we're lucky because our family don't live here. So my wife's family live, or some of the family live around, but we don't really sort of bother with each other in that way. My family live about 300 miles away, 250, 300 miles away, call it. So we don't have to worry about going to see them on Christmas because they're not round the corner, if that makes sense. But one thing I just can't get my head around, and sorry if this offends anyone, but is if you've got kids, if you've got young kids or kids of any age really, I do not think that it's right that you pack those kids up into the car on Christmas Day and then you traipse them round your relative's house. Like, it's not something I would ever do. And when my kids are older and they've had kids of their own, it is not something I will make them do. You want to? I just feel like if you're a grandparent or if you're an uncle or an aunt or whatever, and you want to see those kids on Christmas, because who wouldn't, right? You want to see your family on Christmas, obviously, but I just do not think
Keep right.
that
And then
getting
right.
those kids in the car is right. So we're back there. Just had to snip a little bit out there because I lost a load of frame rates. I don't know what was going on, but I just snipped that bit out because it was basically unwatchable. In doing so, we did, full disclosure, incur a fine for crash damage because of the glitching out. So that was $220, I think. I don't know what happened, it was really weird. Just dropped down to like 12 frames per second for some reason. Which has not really ever happened before, because my frame rates usually hold pretty good on here. So, don't know if it was just a particularly built up area. Sometimes that can happen, I guess. But yeah, it was basically unwatchable, which is why I cut it out. But full disclosure, I did incur a fine. I don't know why, because I didn't see what happened. I didn't see that I'd hit anyone. But it said I'd incurred a fine for crash damage at $220, which is frustrating. But I told you this was going to be the one where we incurred a fine. It just wasn't for the one. This wasn't the fine that I thought back in the beginning, so never mind. Only human. But yeah, it's always expensive time of year, Christmas. But such is life. I just want the kids to have a good time and enjoy themselves as much as I did when I was young. So and yeah, the other not big news per se, but I've got one of my daughter's birthdays coming up. That'll be on the 7th of November, so we've got that in the back of our mind as well. Should be 2. And then my other daughter's birthday is just after Christmas, so that'll be there as well. So yeah, it just all starts to rack up. All the costs. I also, on a gaming front, stop rabbiting about. Stop rabbiting on about other stuff. The West Balkans DLC came out for this the other day. Now, I haven't picked it up yet because Christmas is coming. But because Pro Mods, so I use Pro Mods on that as well. And like I said, Pro Mods is one of my favourite mods to use on both ETS and ATS, because it adds quite a lot in my opinion for a free mod, or can be got for free off their website. I pay the whatever, like quid, the dollar, one quid that it is to download the ad-free version all in one file. So I think that's highly worth it. But I just think it adds quite a lot to the game. And anyway, they came out and said, because the West Balkans covers quite a lot of the area that Pro Mods adds in that game. So they came out in a Q&A and said that it was probably going to be months until Pro Mods and the new West Balkans DLC was fully integrated. They said that they think it should be compatible, like it will still run, the game will still run and everything, but it'll basically overwrite all of the West Balkans DLC. So I thought, well, if I'm not actually going to be able to use it because it's going to be written off by Pro Mods and I don't want to stop using Pro Mods for months on end, then I'm just not going to get it until Pro Mods is sorted. Which has got to be quite hard for Pro Mods because obviously they originally bought those parts of the world to the game through their Pro Mods packs, and obviously now they're sort of having to unpick it all to try and make it compatible with the West Balkans, whilst I assume not wanting to lose all of the work that they've put in, because I don't reckon it's easy to make a good quality map mod. In fact, I know it's probably not, because some of the map mods that I've added
Continue straight.
to try have been absolute trash. So it's not the kind of thing that you can, I mean, as with all modding really, it's not the kind of thing that you can just pick up. It's not the thing you can just sort of pick up and be good at it just because you've watched one tutorial. It takes time and practice and effort, so I'd imagine it's probably quite annoying for them, but you know, I appreciate the work that they do, and the very off chance that anyone from Pro Mods is watching, I appreciate Pro Mods at least, so thank you for your efforts. I think with this load I thought it'd probably be okay because it wasn't particularly heavy. I think it was only around, I think, 7,000 or 10,000 pounds, I think. But the truck seems to not struggle per se, but it seems to take a little second to get off the line after a stop, and then obviously it starts to lose on a hill, which you would anyway a little bit. But I can't help but wonder, is it because it's an oversized load, because it's so long, and it's more of a, because it's cumbersome type thing, that it's making it take longer than it should have. Because my plan actually had been that this episode was only going to be like 20 minutes, half hour, like a real quick job, and it's I think we're currently going to be around the hour mark as per my other videos, so as it stands right now, the release schedule that I've got going on it seems to be working alright for me. So I've got one episode goes out 11 PM UK time on a Thursday, and I find that takes care, sort of the US market pick that up Thursday evening when they're sort of getting back from work, and then the UK viewers pick it up on Friday, which seems to work out quite well. And then I put the Sunday episode out 11 AM UK time, which I may play with that at some point in the future. And then what I sort of had the thought of is there's not really a lot going on my channel then from Sunday through to Thursday, which is why I sort of decided to do the extra series just to sort of fill that gap. I couldn't commit to live streaming on those days. Like a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is probably the days that I'm most likely to flake out on a live stream, or because something's come up. Not flake out, I shouldn't say that, because obviously so yeah, that's why I decided to do the new series on a Tuesday, was because I just felt there was a gap in content from Sunday through to Thursday, because Monday to Wednesday was the days that something was most likely going to come up where I wouldn't be able to live stream instead. So that's why I've sort of started the new series. And yeah, like
Keep right.
I said, that will come out at a more audience oriented time. Just because, like I said, that's got a European flavour to it. I did also, since the last episode, the Alaskan Road Truckers game has now released officially as well. I think it was like 20 quid on Steam, something like that. Now, I wasn't, and I'm not going to pick it up immediately, because although I think the game had some nice concepts and nice features, I didn't think that it was polished enough for me personally, where I was going to pick it up and start playing it day one. Only because I think there were still issues with the force feedback, there were still issues with some of the elements of gameplay and stuff, and yeah, it just felt like it's probably not a day one game for me, but I will pick that back up at some point down the line once it's had a few patches and stuff, see how the reviews are generally, and just go from there. I think as it stands, I think the reviews have been a bit mixed, it's probably fair to say, because they I think a lot of people have had the same or similar issues. Right, so we are starting to get tired. Got hour 55 on the clock, and we've got nearly 4 hours still on the journey. Let's pull the map up a sec. Yeah, so we've just got an hour 55 left on the sleep timer. Nearly 4 hours still on the job. I've just had a quick look on the map. We've got a rest station, or a rest stop, truck stop. I can't think of any words today. We've got a truck stop just about an hour away, so we are gonna pull in there. Which actually ties in nicely to the conversation around Alaskan Road Truckers. One of the nicest features that they've got, which I hope that SCS sort of play the game and being a direct competitor in so much as it's a truck simulation game. If they, one of the key things for me is the ability to just pull up anywhere and rest, which is what you can do on that game. I tested it on the live stream that I did on it, and yeah, you could literally just, like, I could pull up to the side of the road now, stop the engine, put the parking brake on, etc., and then just hop in the sleeper and have a rest there and then. It didn't seem like it gave full rest. Like, it still seemed like the rest, the sleep trigger, sleep timer, or sleep progress bar, or whatever they want to call it, was still had some fatigue on it. But by doing that, it did take a large portion of the fatigue off, which I really like that feature, because in this situation now where we're running short on time, it would be awesome if we could just sort of pull up somewhere here and rest. And just, even if it just took off a few hours, or put a few hours back on the sleep timer, that would be awesome, in my opinion at least. Because I just figure that's probably, or is what truckers do in real life. If you correct me if I'm wrong, if you're a real life trucker and that's not what you do, I mean, it obviously to me makes more sense to try and get to a truck stop because they've probably got like amenities there, like toilets and stuff like that. But I would imagine if a driver is running short on time, then they pull up and they take they pull up on a hard shoulder. So just entering Arizona, yeah, they just pull up and sleep wherever safe to do so if they're running short on driving hours. Like I said, don't know, not a real truck driver in real life, but that's just my perception of what happens based on what does happen in the UK. Like years back, going back years and years and years, so 2000, talking like 2007, 2008, I used to work in one of the biggest supermarkets in the UK. At the time, was part of an American supermarket chain, and I used to work in the warehouse, and the amount of times I'd be working late and a driver would pull up. So I think my shifts used to finish like 11 p.m. because my job was to tip the trailers when they came in and sort out the stock to distribute to the shop floor workers that would then put it on the shelves. So I got my forklift license and everything through that, doing that. The amount of times that I'd have a truck pull in and it was meant to have been like a 9 o'clock delivery, but it'd rock up at like 10:30, and yeah, they'd be like, "Oh look, we need to, can you tip us really quick because my sleep time is up, and if I don't get out of your yard in time, then I've got to park it there in the yard, blocking up the space." Because for some of them, so some of the trucks that would come in, they'd have like trolleyed caged goods, which were like a metal cage on wheels, and they couldn't be forklifted off, so we had like a thing they called like a scissor lift or something for those. So yeah, the amount of times they'd pull in and they'd be like, "Look, we need to get, you need to get us unloaded because we need to park up somewhere. Otherwise we're going to have to block up the yard." So I know for a fact in the UK that does happen, where if a driver's running out of their taco time, they'll just pull up wherever's safe, in a lay-by, in a hard shoulder. Well, probably not necessarily as much in a hard shoulder, but like the amount of times that trucks would park in the car park and sleep because he'd run out of time because he'd got stuck in traffic in an accident or something like that. So that's one feature I'd love for them to bring, because I've got a sleeper back there. It's not glamorous, but it's back there. So it'd be awesome if I could just pull in now and just not now because we're nearly by the rest stop, but if I could just pull in back along and I just get a few hours back on my sleep timer, enough to get me to a sleep point.
400 meters, turn right.
400 meters?
Turn right.
Right, why are you telling me to go in the way out, Dick? Come on, Morgan, I thought we were friends, man.
In 400 meters, turn left.
Shut up. So Lynn told me that he doesn't like Morgan Freeman on my thing. Just rest there. It's not glamorous, but it'll do. Now we're going to be finishing up in night time. See if we can spin her around without causing any damage. Put our highs on because we've got them now. Yeah, look, Lynn said he's not a huge fan of my Morgan Freeman sat-nav voice. So let me know in the comments what you think about that, because I quite like him. I mean, I like him as an actor anyway, but if he's annoying or whatever, then I will happily change him to a different voice. So we're in Arizona now. I
Turn left.
don't know how long. 142 miles left until delivery. So we're in the home straight now. And yeah, like I said, what was meant to have been like
Turn
a
left.
20 to 30
And
minute
then
episode,
turn right.
probably looking at more like an hour. That's alright, you guys like it. And yeah, this run's not been without its challenges. We started off on a bad foot. I think what's probably a bit annoying is we maybe would have done it on one without any sleep if I'd have rested on the way to the pickup at the beginning. But I'm new owner operator, so I'm still learning and still figuring all this out. Come in and merge. So we are gonna finish out this in the dark, but that's alright. Part of the job, guys. Move on and go a bit faster. Yeah, I think the plan. I think the plan is that we're going to live stream the day this comes out, which I think this is probably going to come out Sunday, 22nd of August. I think. August? No, that's a lie. I'm not a time traveler, and I'm not putting the series on hold until next August. I'm in October. So yeah, I think we're planning on doing a convoy live stream on the 22nd of October, which is the day this comes out. So bit of roadworks here. Let's keep our wits about us. Yeah, so if you are around for that, do check it out. Do pop in the live streams. Hello, love to hear from you. Do give another shout out as well. I put him on the spot on a Mr. Farquhar live stream the other day. One of the VTC drivers, Scruffy19, he has this week passed his theory test to enable him to get a real life truck license. So he's going to be based in Ireland, so he's going to be getting his starting his class 2 soon. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the delivery point is just starting to creep in at the top there, so that's pretty good. But yeah, so yeah, huge congratulations. I was absolutely stoked for him when he messaged me on the day to say he'd passed. So yeah, it's just onwards and upwards now. Definitely pleased for him on that front. Yeah, I did briefly look before doing a HGV license over here, Cat C plus E, they call it where I live. But I can't pass a medical because I've got a sight condition in one of my eyes, which means that I don't meet the minimum sight requirements. So that put that out, because what I did genuinely have the thought of doing before is sort of getting a truck, just the tractor unit, just as like a show truck, and like an older model truck for just taking it to like truck shows and stuff, like a restoration type job. But yeah, I can't meet the site requirements to get the Cat C plus E because of the partial sightedness in one eye. Means that I would struggle to pass the medical because of that. The rest of the medical I'd be absolutely fine, it's just that one minor detail. I did also then have a look at, because it's a retinal scarring issue, which causes partial sight loss in that eye. But where the retinal scar is dead center of my vision. So that means on my left eye I've only got like 30% vision, I think, or like 35% vision. So like my peripheral's all good, I can see out the peripheral. But dead center, nothing. If I close my right eye, can't see a thing. Like dead center of the eye. Which you have to meet a certain sight requirement on an eye test, which I can't meet because of that eye. So because it was a retinal scarring issue, I did have a look before to see if like a surgery was an option. And there are certain surgeries, but I couldn't really see one that specifically dealt with my issue. Which is c'est la vie, you know. I'm comfortable in the job I've got now. It's, you know, with the kids and that, I wouldn't be doing like tramping or anything if I did ever decide, you know, if I could have got it, I wouldn't be doing like long distance away trips or anything like that, because I couldn't be away from the kids. Even in my last job, there were several conversations that I had about whether it be times that I might need to travel and stay away for a night, and even just that gave me major anxiety about being away from the kids and the wife and stuff. So if I was able to get it, then it wouldn't be to tramp or anything like that. But yeah, my main sort of reason for looking at it was more of I would probably just get like a tractor unit, do it up really nice, restore it, and then use it as like a show truck and just go around and do shows and stuff like that, or visit the shows. Quite sad, I know. Feel free to mock me in the comments. But my current goal now is to get my 7.5 ton license, which would then get me a
Take the second exit for freedom.
would get me up to a motorhome. Right, how is that my fault? Fuck you, you fucking stupid driver. How is that my fault? Sorry guys about the language there. Apologise in advance, that absolutely was not my fault. I checked my mirrors before I entered the roundabout, and they just kept coming even though I was out. So I apologise for any foul language and any offence caused in that outburst. But yeah, that's my current goal, is to get, probably down the line, it's not a priority right now, but in the next couple of years, get my 7.5 ton license. And then I would love to get a Mercedes Vario van, the huge, massive vans, and convert it into like a family camper van and sort of drive the family around like Europe and stuff. But obviously all that takes money and time and effort, and I haven't got anywhere to store it. When I say they're massive, they're massive. If you yeah, Google them, Mercedes Vario like 818 or 816, 814. They do like a 518 as well. You could drive those on a 7.5 ton license. But I yeah, would love to do that down the line. So I can sort of see the flagpole now for Flagstaff, where the delivery point is. Looks like we've got to go a little bit around to get there though. Hopefully the park job is not too difficult, because after the way this journey's panned out, with 2 crash finds, one was completely don't even know what happened because the frame rate was so glitched. And then that one on the roundabout, which I don't genuinely believe was my fault because I checked my mirrors before I entered the roundabout. But it is what it is, c'est la vie. But it does highlight the... It's a perfect example of the challenge that's added by the GDC economy mod. The $440... $440 in fines on a $1,600 job, with an $880 fill up on the way, seriously impacts the amount of money they're making. So profitability wise, this has made us $400, which towards our wider goal of getting the tires. And I really hate the AI on this game sometimes, because that guy just slamming on for literally no reason. He had plenty of space. There's no need for him to stop at all then. But yeah, what should have been like a profit of probably
Keep right, and then turn right.
close to like $1,000 is now a profit of like $300-400. What we do need to do at some point is, and I think I said it last episode, maybe the last 3 episodes, but what I need to do is do the actual calculation for working out how economical our truck actually is. Like how much real world fuel economy is. So basically involves filling your tank and then driving, and then when you're empty, filling again and doing some subtraction and stuff. And then you get a real feel for what your actual real world mileage is. Because there was a suggestion that the mileage that comes up at the end of the job isn't necessarily accurate. So right, come on lights, if you could hurry up, because we've only got 2 hours left on the job. But we're going to be late, and that would really seal the deal. So yeah, just coming up on the delivery somewhere soon. Green light, stay.
Turn right.
Oh yeah, it's gonna.
And then keep right.
Of course, it's gonna be in there. It's come out really wide.
You've arrived. It's been my honor and duty to see you through this mission.
Yeah, that was really tight round there. Oh yeah, of course the parking job's gonna be back there. Right, let's see if we're gonna have to go in backwards here. Let's get an outside mode. Yeah, if I ever decide to do one of these again, just tell me not to, because they're trash. So this is not going to be a great parking job, but we'll see how we go, because we've got to go back in that far corner where those containers are. And you know what I'm like for parking? Shit. definitely gonna have to come forward, but that's alright. We're not 100% in the lines, but we're good enough. But that'll do. So, yeah, 776 miles, 39 hours driving time, 150 gallons near enough of fuel consumed, $1,623 earned, 440 off in fines, and I think we had an $840 or so fill up as well. Not great, not very happy with that, but it is what it is. We made it to Flagstaff, and we are currently sitting on, what are we on? 4,948, still shy of what we need. So let's have a really quick look in the jobs menu. The only jobs we've got from here are going south down into Mexico, which is not going to be ideal because we need to head sort of back up to that way. But that one's going even further down south, and that one's going down. So we, we'll have to have a think about that. Hopefully next time we load in, there might be some more jobs. Otherwise, looks like next episode I'm gonna have to head further down, going to cross the border into Mexico, and then hope there's a job back up for the next episode after that. But that is it for now, guys. I do genuinely appreciate you all. If you've watched to this far, you are amazing, absolutely awesome. I appreciate every single one of you that watches, likes, comments, all of that stuff on this stuff that I make. All I'm trying to do is just make some episodes that you guys enjoy watching. So don't forget, 31st of October, new series dropping live on the channel, 6 or 7 PM UK time, with a European flavour. SD News will be later, and hopefully looking to get a convoy live stream going tonight as well. But yeah, if you've liked the video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and subscribe if you're not already, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.